Hello everybody, this is FC7 and today I'm going to do a video on various items that can shrink your character in the game. If you play for any amount of time, eventually you'll come to a spot where you'll need to shrink your character, whether it be on a raid or if you have an illusion on that's just way too big. These items can help you. This video will be separated into 3 parts. The first part will just be explaining the 9 options that you have in the game. Second part will be to rank those options, and the last part will just be a video on how I camp a certain item, my favorite shrink item in the game, so you might want to stick around for that. Now before I get started, I want to give a big thanks out to the commenters on part 1 of this video, my first take, that pointed out that there are actually 9 items. I thought there were 8, but apparently there are 9. I found the last item and I included it. I think it's really important to keep this kind of information out there so that it's not lost forever. Who knows, maybe some websites will shut down someday that are EQ focused. There's not many of them left, and it's good to know that there's a community out there that actually cares enough to comment and to offer suggestions. I would actually encourage anybody out there with the technical know-how to make these kind of videos so that we can preserve this information for the future. So with that out of the way, on to the countdown of the 9 shrink items that are offered in the game. This information is current as of January 6, 2018 on the live servers. So to get started, the very first item that I'm going to list is the Ring of the Ancients. It's, well, I'm going to list some positives to each item and some negatives. Some positives are, it's easy to get because it's an anniversary mission, that it's loot from an anniversary mission. The cast time is low at 0.5 seconds. You can target it on your group members, pets, and mercenaries. Because it's an anniversary mission, the only downside I see to this item is that it's only available from mid-March to mid-April of every year. The task is called Rumor Has It. This task was originally released as part of the EverQuest 13th anniversary, so that would have been 2012. Players of today will have no trouble getting through this mission at all. I find it pretty easy. I run it for a few alts myself, so that's a plus as well. So next item on the list is a Shimmering Bauble of Trickery, and I have listed as some negatives that it's on a raid mob, Bracelet. That's bad because he's always camped. People have a thing about camping old world raid mobs. I don't understand the appeal of it, but they're always down. Also, Bristlebane's is hard to find in the Plate of Mischief. That whole zone is like a maze to me. I can't, it's hard to figure out how to even get anywhere. A plus is that it's a low level required at level 55, and you can target people, so that's a plus as well. Next item on the list is just regular shrink potions. These should be able to be crafted by shamans using the alchemy skill. They may have them up in the bazaar for sale. You can just look on the bazaar and find them. Some negatives are that it does have they do have charges, so you won't be casting this like a regular clicky. Also, it looks like there's only 1 charge per potion, which is pretty bad. But if you really need something to shrink yourself or a target, you may be able to find some in your bazaar. The next item on the list is the Bracelet of the Shadow Hive, which is a fantastic item. Unfortunately, it's located in Vexthal. And the problem with that is, just like I said about Bristlebane and the Plane of Mischief, these old world mobs, these raid mobs, are permacamped. So depending on your server, if it's anything like mine, as soon as these mobs pop, they're immediately destroyed by people camping them. The next item on the list is the Shrink Clicky, I like to call the item of last resort if you don't have anything else, and that's the Wand of Imperceptibility. It's strange because both this wand and the Bracelet of the Shadow Hive were released during the same expansion, but this is more like the lower level group version compared to the higher level version of the Shadow Hive Clicky. With a self-only shrink and a 8-second cast time, this one is just best to not even bother with unless you're really desperate. The next item on the list is the Humanoid Reductionizer, and it's a rare drop from the Mechamantic Guardian. That's the giant robot that wanders around Dragon Scale Hills, if you're familiar with that zone. It drops in both the regular zone and any instance that you have of it. Some negatives I have are that it's a higher level of mobs than any other option. So if you're going to try to camp this item by slaughtering in the entire zone, it'll probably take a lot more DPS compared to other options that you have, like DODH. Some positives are that it fits in the ammo slot, so if you're not evolving the tier from Bauble, that would be a good item to have in the ammo slot. And the zones are so big that the mob density is huge. You may have a better chance of getting one than you do in the next option I have, which is the Earring of Diminutiveness. Oh, one last thing, there's a rumor that this has like a 1 in 15 or 1 in 20,000 chance of dropping compared to the lower level chance of dropping for the Earring of Diminutiveness. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they say. The next item on the list is my all-time favorite item to camp, and that's the Earring of Diminutiveness. Some pluses are that it's the best cast time of any of the non-expendable shrink items at 0.3 seconds, which is almost instant. Some negatives are it takes a long time to camp, it's a zone-wide rare, and it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance for it to drop in a zone that has maybe 70 mobs in it. You need to do some progression work to request it. It's number 4 in a series of 5 quests. The 4th one, it only drops in that instance. It also drops in the 5th instance, but there's only like 5 or 10 mobs in the zone, so don't request that one. The quest is called The Search for Suras. It's the Depths of Dark Hollow level 68 spell number 4. It's a quest that I will be showing at the end of this video. I'll be showing an example of how to camp it, so stick around if you want to see it. Next up is the Anizork's minimizing device, and some negatives are that it uses charges. Is created using Trickery, and you need to recharge it. I think it takes a mana battery, but I'm not sure. Some pluses are that you can use it in your ammo slot again if you're not evolving your Bauble tier. I don't know too much about this item. If it has 20 charges, that's pretty good. Cast time is 8 seconds, so that's terrible. This is another one I just treat it as a potion. Okay, the last item on the list is called the Demagnifying Glass, and it's located in Convortium. That's a underfoot zone, I believe. Some positives are that it's a zone-wide random plus a chest loot, so you can loot this item from a quest called the First Corruption, I believe. It fits in the ammo slot, which is always good. Some negatives are that it's self-only, which is pretty strange for an item like this. Required level 85, that's pretty high for a shrinky item. And the 1 second cast time, it's not too bad or too good. It's kind of in the middle. Overall, a strange item, not quite like the rest of the Clickies on the list, but it's out there. Okay, now I'm going to rank these in what I feel are the best items to own to the worst items to own. So number 1 would be Ring of the Ancients. That would probably be the best item to have if you're lucky enough to get it during the anniversary quests. Number 2 would be the Earring of Diminutiveness, only because of the 0.3 second cast time. 3 would be the Humanoid Reductionizer. 4, the Shimmering Bauble of Trickery. 5, Bracelet of Shadow Hive, if you can find the Vexthal mobs up. 6 would be the Demagnifying Glass. 7 would be Potions. 8 would be the Terrible Wand of Imperceptibility. And 9 would be the Anizork's minimizing device. So I believe that this list is ranked from the best items to own as an EverQuest player to the worst items to own. Keep in mind also, this is for the all crowd. I believe Beast Lords and Shamans have alternate advancement abilities that allow them to shrink. I know that Beast Lords have a lot of other Trinky Click options to go camp, but this is just for more the all people. So that should just about do it for this portion of the video. If you want to stop now, you're welcome to. Thank you for watching. If not, I'm going to go through for about 15 or 20 more minutes and show you how I camp the earring of Diminutiveness. It might help people out there that don't know exactly where to get the quest from, the quest mobs, or how to do it. And then at the end, I'm going to show the spawn location for the mob that drops the Wand of Imperceptibility. So you're welcome to stick around and watch my example. Thank you all for watching. So this is the zone where you need to start the quest for camping the earring. This is Stoneroot Falls. The mob's name is Kelid, the NPC you need to get the task from, and the quest is called The Search for Asurius. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. So as you can see, I've done my progression on in this expansion DODH, and I'm going to request the quest that I need. So as soon as you get the quest, you need to run over to a mob. It's located a little bit down the way here. And you'll need to hail him for the next step of the quest. Meldrick. So this will be an example on a level 110 Necro. I have a couple of my alts with me. Luckily there's no easy, normal, or hard version of this quest. This is just a regular quest. You can also get it on the 5th version of this quest, but I wouldn't recommend trying that one because there's like 10 mobs in that zone, if I remember correctly. This one has about 70, and I'm going to try to get my Berserker here a shrink ring because barbarians are huge, so trying to get him so that he can shrink and fit through other spots in the game. So we'll just zone in, and as soon as you zone in, you'll have the illusion of being a spider on you. And here's the whole zone on the map. And what I usually do is just go right up to this guy, the Overseer, and I'll show you where you need to go underneath the tunnel here. Go through these two archways, and as soon as you get to this room, just stay in the corner until your illusion wears off. It'll wear off automatically. And I will get my Necro.aura up. So as soon as they notice you and get aggro, the task updates and you can just start slaughtering the whole zone. So just grab as many spiders as you can, depending on what class you are. This should be super easy, depending on your level. I'll put the map up just so you can follow along and see which rooms I go to. And grab some more spiders here. Just grab as many as possible, because they really can't hurt you at your level, if you're the same level as me. Just grab these spiders. And I'll just put my dot aura down. If I was doing this on my ranger, I could use rain of arrows. So now let's check to see if the ring dropped for you. And it didn't, so we're going to go to the other parts of the zone. So we'll run down this hallway. Grab these spiders. Make sure to get as much aggro as you can on these swimming spiders. They're kind of hard to see. So then you gotta click this block. Well, just put the aura down first. In order to update the next step, you have to click that block, but you have to kill the Overseer and the other guy first, the other named. We'll get the rest of this aggro. Now that will update the task, and you'll automatically get aggro from like 7 mobs, so be aware of that. And look for the ring. We haven't found it yet. So now, if you notice on the right hand side, this door is open now. It wasn't before, so you can go down this way. And remember, you're not really doing this task to complete it. So you don't have to worry about actually finishing this task. Watch out for getting stunned from behind. I know it's a little silly being level 110 and having these level 60 mobs stun me. I hope someday they make it so that lower level mobs can't stun higher level players. Even like a level 1 could stun a level 110 if you're walking through a lower level zone. I'll have my Berserker come in here now, just in case it drops. We'll run back through the tunnel and go to a different part of the zone. Let's finish off some of these spiders. So anyway, getting these shrink items are it's very important. I don't know who's exactly like watching this video, but if your raid leader or guild leader told you to camp a shrinky ring, I know people go crazy, like guildmates go crazy when you're not shrunk, and they're like, stop the raid, this person isn't shrunk. It's like, okay, well what's the big deal? Well, it's bothering me. Because some people in this game, it's like, you're just part of their game, if that makes any sense. So they get like disturbed if you're not shrunk and they can't see during raid time. But anyways, okay, so here's another room. Just clear this place up. Have my Zerker ready. Just put my dot over down. And check to see if it dropped. Not yet. So we'll just run through here and go down the hallway to the left. Oh, and you need at least 3 players to start this. I think you can have 2 regular players and 1 mercenary to do this. I should have actually said that at the beginning of the video. Oops. But I have 3 real players, just me and 2 ults. So we'll finish these guys at the entrance. And it looks like it didn't drop, so what I'm going to do is just get the task again and clear out the zone a few more times. And I will probably fast forward here in a bit. Yeah, okay, so I fast forwarded. This is after like 7 clears of the entire zone. And it finally dropped for my Berserker. Just finished the spider off. And the zone-wide rare is right there. There's the earring. So this is after about 6 or 7 clears of the entire zone. It's very helpful to have on a class this huge, or a race this huge, I should say. So we'll just take that, put it in a hot button, and now I can click shrink whenever I want to. Double shrink. Can also shrink my mercenary. So that's how easy that is. So for the next part of this video, and the last part, I'm going to show the named location that drops the wand of imperceptibility in the deep. So here's the deep on the map, and it can be a little confusing to get through, so if you've ever been through the deep and know the spawn location and everything, then you can stop watching the video and thanks for watching. But if you need to know his location or are interested in how to get through here, just keep watching. So the deep is a little bit of a complicated zone only because of the invisible bridge. So we'll run through here. And got some aggro, but I will just feign death it off. And I will go through the secret walkway. Make sure you download maps for this game. For some reason EQ, they offer a map feature, but they don't offer like any maps, so you have to go through different places to get maps for this game. I don't understand, but I guess that's just the way they do it. I mean, you would think that they would offer their own maps that are already made, but anyways, just come through here. The farther back you get, the higher level these mobs become. So we'll just run back, and I will show you the spawn location that drops the Cruddy Wand. 8-second cast time. So we'll just finish off these guys first. Oh, and they summon too, so if you're lower level, be careful. So just run through here. In the back of the cave is the spawn that you need. It would be this guy right here by the rock. So he is the placeholder. And that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Any questions or comments, leave them below. Have a great day.